Awesome. That's awesome. Hello.
No tobacco in like 10 days.
Okay. Hello, this is Annette Shaw with Apocalypse Queen Radio. This is a copyrighted podcast owned by the Authors on the Air Global Radio Network. And I'm here today with Chris Weatherman, the writer of, well, he writes under the name A American. Hello. And
a lot of controversy about what that A stands for.
And I write the Grants Resolution. It's angry. Yeah. Are you supposed to say that? Or are you not supposed to say
you can
it?
say it. A lot of people think it stands for something else. And it does at times. So I'm good with it. Oh,
well, now I've gotten a little better about this new platform, and I can see a few people there's a lot of people here actually.
Cool.
So this is a little bit different. Yeah, this is cool.
Comments here. I see comments.
Okay. Well, go for it.
We got Alex.
Alex says TikTok.
He's a Canadian. Yeah. Ignore him. He doesn't have time. Ignore Alex.
No Canadian. Oh, I have readers up there. Let's see. Don Eds. Oh, he likes that little reminder button. This is cool. This is different for all of us. We're learning. And I'm still a little bit delayed. Tom thought that was really funny, and it's true.
Yeah, yours is a little slow. I will admit that. Your side's a little slow.
Yeah, and it's on 5G. It's on 5G. I don't get it. I don't know. I've tried.
What's up? It's funny. You're delayed. You have 5G, and I'm on like the equivalent of dial-up almost. My internet sucks. So.
And you're like, right. It's not fair. I got to figure this out. I don't know. I don't get it.
What's up, Anthony?
Okay, so
shout-outs. Real quick, I see Anthony.
Go ahead.
Cheryl's in there. That's awesome. We'll answer her questions. Matt, what's up, brother?
McAllen.
Yeah, I'm trying to go through the list here. Don, there we go. I think I got everybody now. All right.
Yay. Okay. We have lots of questions.
Let's do them.
So, I mean, I kind of perused. I read like your first 3 books. So sorry, I haven't kept up with all of them.
That's all right.
But I've been writing my own. But that was years ago. I mean, we've known each other. We have known each other for like 4 years.
Yeah, at least.
And then we met in Salt Lake City.
Yep.
For PrepperCon. Several of us were there, and I saw you swarmed once by PrepperCon people, and I was like, yeah, I don't want that. Not going to do that. So, but you handled it great. You're really.
I love getting out.
You're awesome.
Well, if it's not for these guys that buy the books, I'm not doing what I do. So I love to get out and hang out with them. You get to meet cool people, and you can learn something from everybody. So I love getting out there. It's awesome.
Hi, Curtis.
Anthony, this is pure chew. There's no tobacco in this can. So I did quit chewing tobacco. Thank you very much. But I'm exercising my whole fetish and leaving it alone.
Who is that hairy-faced man, says Michael. Hooli. Gosh, I think I've known Hooli as long as I've known you as a fan. I've never met him, I don't believe. But he's been an awfully great fan.
Yeah, and my buddy Samuel.
Yeah, I'm sorry, McAllen. I'm still coming in. Spotty. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I just said my buddy Sam's in here too. Samuel Worstel's a good guy. So.
Yay. Okay. So why don't you give us a little background? there's a ton of my fans in here and yours, and a lot of them are the same. We have a lot of the same fans. So what is your background? Where do you come from?
Well, Dad went to Vietnam and came back after a year and a half. That's how I got here. No, yeah, my dad. Yeah, he spent a year and a half in Vietnam.
So did my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, do the math. No. Anyway, I my background, I'm an industrial electrician by trade. So I built power plants and refineries and medical facilities and pharmaceutical stuff, coal mines, you name it, I worked on it. Power plants was my big thing for years.
That gives you a lot of background for your stories. That gives you a lot of background.
Yeah, right? Well, I moved from that and into doing physical security in jails and prisons. And that just increased my exposure to craziness.
Yeah.
Have you improved your personal preps this hurricane season? Kicking off the storm. No, I don't need to improve my personal preps because, as my buddy Alan Kay says, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Say. So I stay ready.
Is that how you met? Is that how you met Alan Kay? By chance?
I knew Alan. We were attending the same events up in North Carolina together, and we just kind of hit it off. And then we became really good friends, and we still do stuff together to this day. So,
okay.
But yeah, he's awesome. I love him like a brother, and I'd follow him to the gates of hell.
I've seen you guys together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You guys are hilarious. I mean, sitting with you guys and Nicole Appelian at PepperCon was it was hilarious. And I was exhausted.
Yeah.
So everything was funny. I don't know if you guys are really that funny, but everybody was funny that night.
We generally are, actually.
Okay, so.
Requests, so.
Yeah. Okay, so why did you start writing? Like, what was your big push to?
Well, I was working in jails, and I spent a lot of time in hotels. Kind of bored at night, but I actually started writing the first night when I was at home, and it was about 11 o'clock at night. Everyone was in bed. I was up by myself, drinking whiskey, of course, and reading stories on another forum. And I was like, these are all cool, but they're kind of missing something for me personally. And I went, what the hell? I'm going to write one. I literally gave it that much thought. I thought for just a minute on the scenario, and I'm like, oh, EMP, it makes it as bad as it could possibly be. And I started. And I wrote like 5,000 words by 1 a.m. Posted it and went to bed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So you posted it online somewhere.
I wrote the entire first 2 books online, totally online. And
wow.
By the time I was done with the first book, people were saying I needed to publish it, telling me to publish it. And I was like, I'm not going to publish this. I'm no writer. I'm like, look, guys, I was half shit-faced most of the time when I wrote this. And if you read it, you can tell the grammar was bad. It was horrible. But they're very persistent. And then one of my friends posted my PayPal account online, and people started sending money, donations to it.
Wow.
To the tune of like $2,000 people threw in. And I was like, then I felt obligated. All right, now I have to do this. I did not want to do it. I didn't think it was going to be anything to it. And I didn't think it was good enough. And but I took the money and put a bunch more money to it.
That.
Yeah, put a bunch of money to it. Got it made into a book. It got on Amazon, and it got my attention because it was selling. And it got Penguin Books' attention because about 6 weeks later, they called and made an offer. And then here we are, off to the races. So that's how it started, purely by accident.
Wow. I don't think I've ever asked you this. I mean, we've never had. Well, I can hear my own voice on your mic.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So now that you've had more,
I should be a beard model. You should be a belly model, JR. That's what you need. When you come to Tampa, I'm waiting. Anyway, sorry. What were you saying?
That's okay. So now, since your first beginning in writing, where you just kind of, pantsed it, right? That's called being a pantser, right? Where you just kind of, you don't have an outline or anything. You just start writing.
No, I don't outline nothing. I don't outline shit. Okay. I lack the organization gene. I don't possess it. If you could see my desk, you would believe me and understand it. I don't outline
That's a good thing for writers, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. It's also a sign of intelligence, believe it or not. And y'all kiss my ass if you don't.
It is.
But yeah. So is cursing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't outline nothing. I have a couple of milestones in mind when I start writing, but I never know how or when I'll get to them, and I just go till they happen. And you get inspiration from the weirdest places. I was riding around in my backyard the other day, and I found a wild grapevine that actually produces fruit here in Florida. And only about 10% of the grapevines in Florida produce fruit. So having one in your yard is pretty freaking cool. But since I thought of that, I was riding around in the mule and doing some work outside, and I was shooting a little bit, and I started thinking about the grapes. Well, that created a whole thing in the book in book 10 that I had to go back and add. So I created this thing so I can bring it forward. Okay. So yeah, you never know where it's going to come from, and that's the fun part of it. That's the fun part of it's good to be king. You create a world. You can do whatever you want. So
yeah. we're all kings and queens when it comes to our own worlds. It's pretty cool.
I'm with you, MC Allen. I thought pantsing was an entirely different thing. At least it was when I was in high school.
Yeah. No, it's actually you're either a pantser or a planner or a plotter. I know, it's kind of funny. I can get myself in trouble easily.
Well, I am. I'm just a redneck writer. And I don't like to call the
nothing
writer.
wrong with that.
Actually, I'm a redneck storyteller. I don't even like to call myself a writer. So.
Mm-hmm. So what's next? So you've already published book 9 in this series, and it's been this running series, right? And you've been doing this for what, 5 years, 6 years?
6 years. 6 years.
Yeah.
And book 10 is right here. You guys can look at this monitor. You'll see it. It's right here. I'm pointing at it. It's right there if you want to take a look. I know you can't see it. But
no.
It's actually here. Wait. I'll give him a. Hang on. I want to give him a. We'll give him a tease. Y'all better be able to read fast. Hang on.
Let's see if I can. I just put you on full screen.
There we go. There we go. Little tease. Book 10. And that's all you get. So I hope you read that real fast. There we go. Don't say I don't give you guys nothing.
If I can get us back. Okay. See, I've learned a few things since the last broadcast.
Let me. Okay. I guess there's echo, and I didn't think of that. And I have a headset somewhere in this mess. Yeah. Let me run to my bedroom. There's one on my headboard. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. Feel free.
We will talk amongst ourselves. Let's see. Who else is here? Anybody else have any questions? I have to scroll up, I guess. Samuel Worstall, what do you mean by butter? Let's see. Not even a whole sentence, Kim Buckner? What does that mean? And, okay, yeah, Charlie Allen, I'm going to ask about that, so just hang on. Joshua, my friend in England. God, what time is it there? He's getting the headset.
Nope, not working.
I
would probably have to exit and come back in to change the speaker choice.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, there you go. I got you. It's in. We're good.
Okay, I can hear you. That's great. Yay. Okay, let's see. Hi, Chuck.
What's up, Chuck?
You guys are great. Gosh. Okay. Okay. Everybody wants to know. There have been some rumors about the HBO or the possible, what do you call it?
TV
movie
show.
Rights?
Well, I'm not going to do a movie. Oh, yeah. I'm not doing a movie. My goal is a mini-series. Well, not a mini-series, but a series.
Like a TV series.
Yeah, like a TV series. And where I'm working currently, I have a working script already. And right now I'm working on a 3-season arc projection for the show. That's what they wanted to see. So what would it look like for 3 seasons? So I'm putting that together right now too. And there's been a lot of discussion about one of the people wanted me to start in the middle of the series, move forward, but using flashbacks to tell the other half. And I'm like, no, there's too much story there. You'll never tell it in flashbacks. That doesn't work. So now we're going to do it linearly.
What's it like having to work with screenwriters?
I couldn't tell you because I write my own.
That would be.
That's the other part of this is that whoever I do this with, I have to be creatively involved. I'm not selling this. I've turned down multiple options, lots of options, but I'm going to be involved in the writing because I want it told right. I want it done the right way. And that increases the difficulty level dramatically. Now, I have a huge investor that may be coming on board here pretty quick. If I get him, if a studio doesn't want to pick it up, we're going to self-perform it and then sell a finished product.
Are you going to play Morgan or Sarge? Are you going to play Sarge?
I ain't playing shit. No.
You're not going to. You said you were going to do it.
No, I'm not playing Sarge. I do have a cameo though in the pilot where I'll show up, and I'll let you guys figure that out. But I have a scene that I did. I'm gonna do it like the old Hank or the old Stan Lee thing. I'm gonna show up with a cameo, But I have a guy in mind for Sarge. I've been trying to schedule a meeting. Yeah, a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Everybody wants it done the right way. I want it done the right way, and so I'm sticking to my guns. I'm not going to cave in and just take a check from somebody and walk away and let them ruin it. I'd rather it never be made than be made badly.
Yeah, I know. I think all of us kind of have that fear where someone will come in and, make that offer, and then we have no control over it at all.
Well, you have the control to say no, and I'm not in a financial position where I need to take any offer that comes to the door. I don't need that. I'm not saying I'm rich, because believe me, I'm not. But I don't need to do that to get my ass out of hock or nothing. So I'm not going to cave.
Yeah, yeah. Lots of comments here. What nice font.
I don't know what font.
Oh,
is that your writing diorama on the wall to your left? I see a bunch of sticky notes up there.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, I've got some, and I've got a big board over there. Sorry. Can you see all that? Anyway. So yeah, I have sticky notes. There's a couple of different stories that I'm working on. I got a cat, and he's around here somewhere.
My whiteboard, which I have I got a whiteboard over here too, and it just tells me to call Aflac, because I needed to call Aflac. That's all it has on it.
It's one of those things where I'm trying. I'm a pantser, right? But I am trying to be a bit more of a planner, and it's hard, right? I keep going off the rails. So, but I think it's actually better to be a pantser when it comes to this kind of writing. I think
planning's overrated. No plan survives first contact, and I just take it from that approach. I wing it. Even if I give a talk someplace, nothing's prepared. I wing that too. It's just my nature. I just by the seat of my pants, wing it. Whatever.
That's life. Okay, let's see. The Vermont Prepper asked, "How many more books do you have in this series?" That's one he sent me earlier. How much more do you think you can get out of this series? Like, how many more books do you think you can get with these characters?
I've always said that I don't know when it'll end, but as long as you guys are happy with what I'm putting out and I have fun doing them, then I'm gonna keep going for a while. There's still a whole lot of story to be told. There's a dramatic shift in book 10 in the storyline as far as what's going on and what the major obstacles are. It changes dramatically, and there's a lot of story to be told on that side of the fence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's been a while.
Well, Alex, what you're saying about
the comments here.
Alex is saying they won't match the TV series, movies never match the book. That's why I'm sticking to my guns on this. This one's going to match the book. Only better, because there's going to be stuff I wanted to put in the book that I didn't get to put in the book, and now it'll be in the TV show. So I'm hoping that when we're done with this, people actually say, "Holy crap, that was better than the book." That would make me feel really good.
That would be cool. And that rarely happens. Like, that did happen with one series. He wrote it in like the 40s, and it was on Amazon Prime. It was about the Nazis, or
Man in the High Tower.
Alternate reality. That's the one. That one actually was better than the book, from what I hear. I never read the book. Hooli, I would love to have a dog. Right now, I have a cat, and he's an old guy. He's a rescue, and I got him yesterday, and I named him Henry, and he is the man in my life. So that's all I've got right now. So what happens when ants return and you move your notes? I had to wipe out the ants. Chris doesn't know about this. I had like an ant apocalypse in my building here. I'm on the second floor, and I had an invasion. Anyway, this is temporary.
That's called living in Florida.
Yeah, I'm from Texas. I know what ants are. These are little sugar ants. I have no idea how the heck they got up here.
Oh, I remember hearing about that.
Would you consider going to... Oh, really? Yeah.
Everybody's on your Facebook stuff,
Yeah, I had one crawl across my desk, and I named him Simon, and then a couple days later he invited his friends, and they had to go. Alex says that our audio and video are good now. We're learning.
MC Allen's asking, which studio network would I consider going to for your suit? So I'm open and up in the air at the moment. I was really wanting Netflix, but with the recent moves they made with the OTARD and then hiring Susan Rice to the board of directors, I don't know if I would even get a acknowledgement from them. But I still may. I mean, they need to produce content. But originally, that's who I really, really wanted because it would give me the freedom to do the show the right way. I wouldn't have to tone nothing down. But it'll probably have to be a paid cable network, Showtime, HBO maybe. Or we're looking at Amazon too. I mean, we are seriously considering Amazon as well. They're buying up a lot of content right now, so they're a prime candidate as well.
Awesome. I want Graham's resolution. Somebody please pick that up. That I will.
It's a lot of work to get. It's a lot of work to get any attention. I've been working my ass off for 4 years on it and barely getting attention. And
I haven't even tried.
Who was that? Amy asked. Quickly restate the TV show thing. So yeah, I'm working on the TV show, trying to get this converted into a TV show. Lots of work still to do, but I think the funding may be coming along here pretty quick. And I've got a major Hollywood name that if I can get him to sign on, he is interested. I do know that. Then yeah, if I can get him to sign on, that'll change the dynamic of this entirely. So I'm just got to get that meeting nailed down. He's a busy guy and it's hard to catch him. So. But he's already said pointedly that he's very interested in the project. So, because he asked the other day if anybody picked it up yet, and I said no. And he said, "Let me get through what he's doing right now." And he goes, "And I'll pick it up and just run with it." And I'm like, "Cool. Let's. I'll come to LA. Let's sit down and talk." And he's like, "I'm not in LA." I'm like, "I figures." So, anyway, it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Cool. Surrender the Sun. Yes, it would make a good miniseries, I think. Yeah. Let's see. Gosh, you guys.
Chuck's. Yeah, they're
awesome.
quick. Chuck asked, where would we keep it centered? Yeah, the show's going to be portrayed as being in Florida, and there will be some on-site stuff shot in Florida, but probably the bulk of it will be shot in Georgia, only because Georgia offers a 30% incentive to film in Georgia. So if I go to Georgia and spend $100,000, they'll write me. Good. That's why they're there. That's the whole reason. So if I spend $100,000 filming in Georgia, they'll write me a check for $30,000. So, that's why you film in Georgia. Florida used to have that program and did away with it. And that's why nothing is filmed in Florida anymore. So.
Senny says you would love to see you get actual vets playing some of those parts. We're both vets.
Don't worry.
Of course
don't
we
worry.
Would. Yeah.
I've got I'm trying to set up another meeting with someone that if I could get him in, it would be epic. It would be beyond epic. I'm not going to say who yet because I really got to sit and talk to him. But it would be beyond epic for me to get the guy involved. So.
Cool. Look, you know what I can do?
And he's a vet.
I just realized this. I'm so sorry. That's
awesome.
You
can put a comment
look, there's Alex's question. So anytime if you guys have questions you want to ask, then you want everyone to see it, we can actually, and we should be doing this. We should, state the question before we actually give the answer. Because not everyone can see that.
No,
let's see.
Worry.
When is
Doomsday Prepper ain't going to happen. We ain't doing that shit. Go ahead.
No. Walt Browning's joint series with you, Charlie's Requiem. When is, or do you guys plan to keep that? Requiem, thank you. Do you guys plan to continue that?
Oh, yeah. Me and Walt had breakfast this morning, as a matter of fact. We sat at Bob Evans as we discussed the arc for the current book that's underway. And so, yeah, we're working on that one. I think book 10 will probably come out before that will, but it'll come out right behind book 10. Because that one's following the series. It's not current, so it's a little bit behind. So book 10 will probably come out, and then the next Requiem will come out as well. So
cool. Very cool. Okay, these are some extra questions on the side that people sent me to ask. So have you tried all the things that Morgan has done in your research? Have you you've tried them all? Have you ever tried anything like, say, a bomb or some? I mean, you haven't done that, but I'm just saying, have you done any? No, I haven't done that.
No,
have you done anything
not.
that you tried out that you later thought, I can't do that. That's never going to work.
No, because I don't. I don't go for harebrained stuff. I'm looking for simple, workable solutions to real problems that people are going to actually encounter. You know, like when you run out of food and stuff. There's an epic burn treatment in this book that it's going to blow everybody's mind when they read it. But it's legit, and you can look it up, and it works. So I'm finding real solutions to real things. And sometimes I come across something, and I just find a way to make it fit into the story because it's such a damn good idea.
I did that. Do you know, I'm just going to cut in for a second. Do you know, and this is the weird thing about writers, we find these weird things and suddenly we're like, hey, I can use that. So during the Civil War, or no, World War II, whenever opium was not readily available, they made a painkiller out of minor seed lettuce plants. And it's basically how they make laudanum. Yeah, it's basically how they make laudanum. So that was an interesting thing. Do you put every detail in yours? I don't. I like,
well, pretty much.
Little
pretty much.
significant things out.
Well, the miner's lettuce, when you cut that plant, it exudes a kind of latex. It's like a latex product.
Yeah.
That's what you have to collect. And you have to collect a shit load of it, which means you need a lot of miner's lettuce around. Miner's lettuce doesn't grow far. It only grows out west. So, but yeah, I mean, but stuff like that is exactly the kind of thing that I'm looking to put in my books. Just like this burn treatment. It's when I first heard of it, I was like, no. And then I did some research and talking to Walt, actually, he was the one that told me about this. I was blown away because he's in the medical field. So I had to do some research and I was like, holy crap. Yeah, this is cool as hell. So.
Well, it's a lot. It's interesting if you look back at the things we've lost in history, like how they treated burns during the Civil War, or wild lettuce. Oh, here we put that up. Samuel Wurstel, wild lettuce is a form of natural painkiller. Interesting.
Yeah. So is weed.
Very cool.
So is weed. It's used for the same thing.
Not going there.
Jason, well, I think the crap should be legal. I mean, it's not my thing. I don't smoke weed, but I think it should be legal. It's a damn plant. The only reason it's not, pharmaceutical companies don't want the competition. Pure and simple. That's it. Jason's asking.
I got a counter argument there. Wait a second. So is arsenic. Arsenic is a natural substance. It is lethal. So I mean,
but that's its only purpose. No, but that's its only purpose. It's not used in moderation. Yes, it's naturally occurring, but it's not like used in moderation. It's to treat this or that. It's just a lethal substance. So that should be illegal. True. You can smoke 50 pounds of weed and you're not going to die. It's just the stuff. Really? It's not that. I don't know. It's not that. It's not that potent. It doesn't do that. And it has very good pain killing effects to it. It should be legal. It's just a damn plant.
All the legal ramifications are like rolling through my head. Can we actually say that? So we don't mean it. We're not.
It's called the First Amendment. Fuck them. I can say whatever I want. I don't care. But I want to get to Jason's comment real quick here. He said, fuck, I don't give a shit. You think I'm not on the list? He said, will Morgan and Charlie's paths cross in future books? Yes, they will. Not in book 10.
Okay.
Maybe in book 11, but definitely by book 12, because there will be at least 12. Yes, that'll happen. Yeah.
Okay.
And Nathan,
can you click on
Colorado's taxing the shit. No, I can't. Colorado's taxing the shit out of it, making billions. So yeah, you can tax it.
Thank you, Chuck. I like it too. I think. I'm not sure. I think it's okay.
What's Cindy say? This series got my husband to stop thinking I was off my rocker for wanting to start prepping. Now he's getting into it. That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome, Cindy. I'm glad to hear that.
Come on. Okay, you guys want to see Henry?
Yes, it does help with epilepsy, which is why I have an epileptic patient in my books that uses it.
There's Henry. Say hello. His motor's running. He might appear in a book. Who knows? We'll see. Okay, buddy. See you later.
You wouldn't want Henry to show up in one of my books. Wouldn't be good for a cat.
Hey, leave my cat alone. He's a good cat. He's 10 years old. He's a veteran.
Hey, my dogs were good dogs too. But you haven't
I
caught
love
up. You don't
dogs.
know
I
what
love all
happens.
animals.
Well, one of my dogs gets. I don't know who's caught up. I ain't saying what's going on. What happened? It's
Did you
bad.
kill a dog?
I didn't kill a
I,
dog.
I already have fans threatening me not to kill my dog. Thank you, McAllen.
One of my dogs got
He
killed.
is a good-looking guy, Hooli. Yeah. Well, I'm looking at my dog Sheriff in Graham's Resolution, and I'm thinking, okay, so he's like 12 now, 13? German Shepherd, police dog. Yeah, I don't know. I'm working on it, guys.
I'm surprised he can still walk at that age. 12 or 13, hip dysplasia.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good run for a German Shepherd.
It is. For a former police dog, it is.
Yeah, it's a real good
Hi,
run.
Marty Mullins. We're talking about a fictional dog.
Yeah.
I know, buddy. Hang on. What was that? Chris said. Oh yeah, never mind.
Oh, crap!
Okay, let me grab another. Let me grab another question here then.
Paul knows what's up with the dog. He's got it on there.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. See, they would string me up if but no, you get away with it. No pets for dinner. No pets for dinner. Well, you know what? It happened in 1 second after.
Happened in my book too.
It would happen.
Yeah.
It would happen. I hate to say it. Yeah. Let's see. So what else? Okay, so if and when this series ever ends, I know you don't want to say that, but if it does, do you have plans for something else? Like there's always something else in the back of my mind while I'm working on something.
I've got
another series.
I've got a notebook right here. That inside of this notebook has 14 different series that I could work on. I got plenty of ideas. Loads of them.
You got great ideas. Well, see, you're good. You're answering these too quickly. What else do you guys have? Let's see.
Well, Carme there asked, are you going to develop the relationship between Jess and her fella? Yes. Book 10 is going to introduce a couple of other romances that I think are going to be pretty interesting. One of them is going to be freaking hilarious.
Chris, the romance writer.
Yeah, there's going to be some. Well, when you guys see who it is, it's getting romance. It's going to be funny as hell. And how the romance.
Oh gosh.
How the romance formulates and takes place. And hit the Windows button. Go away. So, but yeah, we will be getting more into that. And that's what I was saying earlier about a major shift happens in the storyline, and we're going to be focusing a lot on the characters and things going on in their lives and moving away from some of the big things, because the big things get resolved early in book 10 and for better or for worse. And the characters now, we're going to be focusing on them a whole lot. So there's going to be a lot of good stuff.
This was from Samuel. See, this is the stuff I get random emails from this kind of thing all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Chris is not moving into erotica.
Hey, I could get another pen
I'm just going to answer for
you know, I could do another pen name.
Chris. Let's see. Yes, Cat's are great at rat reducing. I don't have any. No.
I love Sarge too.
Yeah, Sarge is awesome.
Nathan, I wish book 10 was done as well.
So what else do you have though?
Well, I'm just.
We all do.
Yeah, the problem is every time I walk away from this laptop and come back to it, Dad hasn't wrote a single word in my absence, and I'm really getting annoyed with it. Thinking about buying a MacBook just out of pure spite.
I have one. I love it. It's great. So, what is your daily routine like? You know, do you?
We discussed that organizational gene thing earlier. I don't have a routine.
We're all different. We all do it.
I don't have a routine.
Just whenever it happens, right?
Yeah, I stay up late, super late sometimes. Sometimes I never sleep because I'll stay up and write all night. I might wake up at 6 a.m. or noon. It just depends on the day. And I try to do some stuff outside here, mess around in the garden a little bit. You know, I've got 5 acres, so I got to tend to this crap out here and cows. Right. We're getting the barn's being fixed up right now with poultry netting put over an area, and I'm getting more chickens here. And So I'm always doing stuff, but I always try to work 3 or 4 hours a day at least. Some days I don't get to. It depends if the gun range is calling me. Yeah, on writing. It depends on if the gun range is calling or something like that. Mm-hmm. One day a week I go to Gainesville where I work with Survival Dispatch. If you guys haven't looked into Survival Dispatch, you should check it out. It's awesome.
No.
Yeah, I shoot video every week for them. We do a lot of videos. I'm writing Sarge's story from day one with flashbacks to how him and the guys got together on Survival Dispatch.
Oh, cool.
So if you join Survival Dispatch, you can read that. There's a tab. You can just click it and read the whole thing. There's like 6 or 7 chapters of it now. So that's
survivaldispatch.com?
Yep, survivaldispatch.com. Now, it is a pay site, but it's cheap, and there's a cheap trial. You can just try it if you want to. But we put out about an 80-page PDF every month based on a single survival topic, not a bunch of random topics, one single survival topic. And we've got 13 writers that contribute to it now. It's very highly professionally produced. It's an awesome product. So it's a PDF, so you can print it out, put it on your bookshelf, which is what I recommend people do, or save it on your phone, iPad, whatever. But and print it out, which is what I tell people: print it out, put it in a binder, put it on the shelf, and you'll have it as a reference because it's full of. It's not regurgitated, rehashed material. It's all original stuff that everybody writes. And yes, you did, Jared. So it's a valuable resource. It really is. And you get access to all the videos. I mean, we posted 66 videos, I think, last week. So
wow.
Look up Survival Dispatch on YouTube. You'll get an idea of what we're doing. Go there and check that out. That'll give you guys an idea.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Nick Meacher. And here we go. I'm gonna give a shout out to Nick. Nick Meacher, the guy over there lurking in the corner, is one of our writers. Mm-hmm. I've had the good fortune to meet Nick only for a few minutes at the Denver airport, but Nick is a hell of a guy. If you have a comms question, anything, I don't care what it is about comms, you can go to Survival Dispatch and post your question, even on Facebook. We'll get Nick to answer it. This guy is a genius. Okay. I mean, he makes my head hurt talking to him because he speaks a different language. But and I'm a ham operator too. But Nick is.
So am I.
He's magnitudes of order above me. Oh, that's right, Nick. Thank you. And we have a podcast coming out here very soon. Actually, it's already out. We have a podcast as well. You can look up Survival Dispatch and get podcasts that we're creating as well. So do a lot of work with them. That's one whole day a week for me is just doing that.
Wow. Okay. Are you doing any training close to the home place anytime soon?
Nothing planned right now, Paul, but you need to PM me your phone number, dude, so I can call you because I drove down your road 4 times today. Literally. I know where you live generally, but PM me your phone number. I'll give you a shout because I want to come over and check out the garden. So
Casey Calder says Buenos Tacos from West Texas. Hi, West Texas.
Casey is a good guy. And yeah, that's pretty much like Afghanistan without the charisma. He's absolutely right.
I am from Texas. Yeah, I know. Been there. Yeah. When are you coming to KC?
I'm planning an event in Texas right now. We're going to be having a training event out there, probably a 3-day event with Alan Kay.
Nobody tells me these things.
Well, I haven't announced it yet. Oh, when am I coming to KC? Oh, Cindy, I don't know when I'll be in Kansas again. Or are you in the other one, Missouri?
I don't.
Because there's 2 sides of that story. I don't know when I'll be out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amy, Central Texas is what we're looking at right now, over near Lampasas. So that's the area we're going to be holding an event in here shortly. So KC, Missouri.
Christy Davler says.
Yep. Yeah, Christy, I see her. Wisconsin. I have never been to Wisconsin. Never been up there.
Neither have I.
I'd like to come. I had a fan that lived up there. And he had a big house on a lake that he's like, dude, it's there. Anytime you want to come use it. And now I can't remember who he was. I wish I knew because I would go spend the whole summer there working. I really would. But
This is one of the things you and I talked about in Salt Lake City. Like you go to, these events and you can go and I can't do that. I can't do that. You can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, Nick, we'll work you into one so you can be a paid attendee because you're going to give some comms classes to people in a class, dude. We're up in Texas.
McAllen's in Texas, San Antonio.
Yeah,
I think, right, McAllen, you're in San Antonio?
Yeah, he's in Lampasas. Is where we're looking. 15 minutes from home.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, this platform is way better now.
There's the man himself. He just popped in. Douglas right there is the guy that I'm working his class out with. He's a good dude. If you guys need Kydex, he's your man. Hit him up. He's also working on a really cool website. But yeah, that's your guy right there. He's the one that I'm coordinating the class with in Lampasas. And it will be really, really cool. You just need to move the land of freedom, Alex. You really do. You just need to move the land of freedom, dude.
Well,
yeah. Okay. Don't you know? That makes me think of Fargo.
Depends. Yeah. Yes to ham training. I still need to get my general. I think I have the first one. I was a radio operator in the Air Force. And I do have my first ham license, but I haven't taken the time to go back and retest or practice much. Sorry.
Get the app on your phone. It's just memorization. Memorize it and go take the general.
I have it.
It's not hard. It's not hard.
There's a lot of math. And I'm writing books, and there's a lot of math.
There's no math. It's memorization. The answers are there.
There is, too. I see what you're saying.
Well, on the app, the answers are there. Just memorize the answer. Don't try to learn what they've got in that garbage. Because you don't start learning how to use a ham radio.
I have to learn
a ham radio. No, you don't.
I have one. I do. I have one. It's around here somewhere. I don't use it. Sorry. But I have it for emergencies. It's ready.
Anthony there's asking a question. Yeah, put that up. Anthony Foltz.
Chris, who is the guy selling the fire sticks in Florida?
Yeah, that is my good buddy. I never get the name of it right.
Thanks, Nick.
Tactical. Why isn't this working? Tactical.
Oh, what do you want me to write?
Tactical.
Is it a browser problem?
No, I'm looking up.
Oh, the app.
Trying to find
Charlie Allen, while you're doing that. It's okay, go ahead. Charlie Allen says, love the China pandemic, Ms. Shaw. Thank you for the S there. That was great. Good stuff. Love you got it on Audible. Thank you. Yeah, I had 2 different narrators on that series. I would love to have either Fontaine or Pierce go back and redo it, but it's not possible. Matt Allen, there is no math. Just memorize the test. See, but you don't actually learn things when you just memorize. But
there we go. I got it. I wish I could put something up on the screen, but it won't let me.
Tell me what it is.
I'm just Pure Fire Tactical on Facebook. You can look that up.
Pure Fire Tactical.
Pure Fire Tactical. Yep, that's my buddy Bobby Lynn. He makes those fire starters, and they are hands down the best fire starter you can get in the world.
Okay. You guys see it? It should show. It's not showing. I don't know why.
No, it's not there.
Sorry. I don't see it either.
But look up Pure Fire Tactical. That's the
okay. On Facebook.
What is the app?
Nick says I have a file that just has the correct answers, no distractors. PM and I'll have all the exams. That's cheating.
Yeah, I believe it. He probably does.
Probably does. Yeah, hamstudy.org. I used ARRL.com for the first one. It's amazing how much you forget from your early days in the Air Force. I was a radio operator at Kelly Air Force Base. I trained in Biloxi, Mississippi. And then, so.
Yeah, Nick's right. Everybody gets mic fright. They get their ticket and then they get mic fright. They're scared to death to key the mic. I mean, I got my HF rig is right here beside me. Everybody gets terrified.
Okay, but I I worked in the Mars station. I monitored the ham radio operators in San Antonio in the day. So it was pretty cool. Christy, here's the kitty in the background. Yeah, he's a meower, but he's doing great. Pay attention to my cat. He's doing fine. Have Nick share that file, Hooley says. What file?
The one Nick has with all the answers. You guys hit Nick Meacher up. PM him, and Nick will hook you up. He's a good dude. He's good people.
Okay. So Nick Meacher. You know, for some reason now it's not like showing all the things.
But it's showing it when I see it on my screen. So.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah. The squirrel is not scared of cats in the least bit. Our cat here, he will climb on it, and he's not afraid.
Gotcha, Hooley. Go to, what is it, acx.com, Samuel? Go to acx.com and learn how to be a narrator. Come here, buddy.
I don't mess with ACX, so I don't know how all that works. I couldn't help you out. I got a publisher that does
I know it all.
So.
And if you, yeah, lucky guy. Well, no, I mean, I love, Pierce makes it easy. Kevin Pierce makes everything easy. So it's, yeah, so it's awesome. Yeah, Chuck used the Mars station. I passed messages all day long. Yeah, I'm probably responsible for a lot of marriages. Seems that half the time that's what I was having to pass back and forth were marriage proposals. It was really, really funny. I'm going to post that one. Nick Meacher says, or Patriot VE team on Facebook. Good boy. And Jim Collins says, yeah.
That's funny.
He test the first two letters of my. Ah, okay. Glad we got girl power on here with all these men folk. That's right. I was the only female in my radio class. I'm always the only woman around. I don't know what it is, but lately there've been a lot of ladies who've come through, and yeah, we're gaining power there. Thank you, Christy.
See, the only problem with Kevin Pierce is he better do a good job for what he cost you guys. That's all I'm going to say. I love Kevin. I've met him. I drank with him. Nice guy. I love it.
Hey, you know what?
He's expensive.
I got to say one thing, though. Every time you go through, he's 50%. But every time, I shouldn't even say that. That's a contract thing. Sorry.
Yeah.
But even, he does, I mean, he's so quality. You don't even have to check your stuff. He's fantastic.
He's great. I'm not knocking him in the least bit. I love the dude. I love hanging out with him. He's a hoot. He's a lot of fun. He came to the event in North Carolina.
I've never met him in person.
Oh, he's awesome. He is so cool. He came to Jacksonville when we were there, and we took him to me, Franklin Horton, and Steve Bird took him to Ruth Chris Steakhouse, and that was so funny because we walk into Ruth Chris Steakhouse together. Kevin Pierce, those two, me, and
I saw the videos. Or
the maitre d' was like, "Gentlemen, can you remove your hats?" And it was like,
no.
Horton took his hat off, and it was like they took his power of speech. He didn't talk for the rest of the night.
Oh.
The whole time we had dinner, he never said a word. It was the funniest thing in the world. Me and Steve are cutting up with Kevin. We're all laughing. Franklin's just over there. It was like they took his ability to speak. It was hilarious.
Oh. Was he the only one that had to take his hat off?
No, I had to take mine off too. And there was some big thing going on in the hotel. There's a lot of people there celebrating something or another. And we were in there carrying on, making noise, hassling the staff. It was fun.
Yeah.
Kevin's easy to embarrass. I can do it like that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember the size of the drinks at the Salt Lake City hotel?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So Nicole Appelian, who's on the New Alone show as well. She's a great buddy, great friend of mine. She ordered a margarita, and they literally brought her a little tiny glass. She just looked at me like, what?
Well,
and then you ordered not
a double,
one, but two.
Well,
right.
Double, and they're like, we can't do that. Glasses. And I'm like, what? No, they wouldn't. Remember? I'm like, she goes, this is Utah. We can only give you a single. I'm like, all right, bring it 2 glasses in. She's like, I can't do that either. You can only have one at a time. And I was like, what? I'm like, what kind of state is this? Yeah.
I remember
so we had a hard time getting drunk there.
Yeah, that was.
I want to. Amy Grant here is asking a question, and I want to get hers answered. She's asking about the lady T-shirts. They are being printed as we speak. So I've got samples coming out, and as soon as Mel approves them, they'll be going up for sale. Which I'm holding off putting everything up on a website for sale until I have the lady stuff too, because I don't want to look like an ass and not have anything for the ladies to wear.
Yeah,
so it's coming.
Thank you. Okay. Good question, Shaw. What was I asking?
Well, Alex is asking a good one.
Yes, it was in Salt Lake.
Put up Alex's question. That's a pretty good one. It's at the bottom right now.
Okay. Can you guys see it? Because I'm not seeing.
Yeah, it's there.
I just clicked it.
It's there.
Okay, good.
So he's saying, how is it producing an audio book as authors? Any extra production or work involved? I'm going to let you answer that first because you have a different process than mine. So, producing
an audiobook. Okay, so for me, if Kevin Pierce is he's just automatic. So if he's doing it, I don't have to worry about a thing. I just know that I just hand the manuscript over to him. As soon as I'm done, he may ask me a few qualification or whatever. Clarification. Exactly. Oops, sorry, buddy. And then it's usually like names of places. For instance, in Surrender the Sun, it was about Maeve, and he just wanted to know exactly how to pronounce, or names of cities, rivers, stuff like that. Because he's in Florida, I'm in Idaho, and there's totally different names of regional areas. And I don't even worry about it. I move on to the next thing. And then Kevin will let me know, hey, I'm done with this. Can you approve that? And I go in and look at it, and it's always perfect. He has a couple of different qualification checks. Other people who actually go through it and test things for him, and then they upload it to ACX and let me know when it's done. So it's super easy. If you go with someone like, I think, Fontaine or Kevin Pierce, they have it down well. And I know that there are other wonderful narrators out there too.
Well, my book, Duke is just a narrator. Right? Yeah, because I use Podium Publishing, and they're one of the top audio book producers in the world. And it's the same thing. I just pass the manuscript off. They schedule Duke. They handle everything. Although they're letting some stuff slide through lately that I'm going to have to talk to them about. Duke's making some mistakes that are getting on my nerves. But it happens.
Okay, so I use Davis Sound. Yeah, Dave. Yeah. Okay. So same sort of thing. I use Davis Sound for some of Graham's Resolution, and he did a great job. He hired the narrator, but he was the studio guy and handled all of it. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Christy's asked a question here about Alone. Can you put that up?
Where is it?
Right. Sorry. Well, it's right in the middle right now. Right dead center.
So either of you do Alone? I've talked about this with Nicola Pellion. I don't know. And great friend. She's so brave and talented and knows everything. She's actually a great resource for me in my work. Chris, would you do it again?
Oh yeah, I'd do it again. They actually asked me about the one that 5. They asked me about season 5, and I'm like, yeah, I'll go. Put me on the list. But I don't think they're going to have me back on. And they really, people want to see new faces. I think they're screwing up actually by doing this, bringing people back. There's so many people out there that want to give it a shot. I think they should give them a shot. Because
I think they've already had the best guys go through. I don't know that they need to keep doing it. I don't know. Does that mean
they haven't had the best yet?
But they've done pairs.
That was awful. That was a huge mistake when they paired people up. That was awful. They should have never done that, and they know that too. We told them it was a bad idea. I emailed the producers. I'm like, y'all are fucking this up doing this. Don't do it. But they don't want to listen to me. Because producers are always smarter than we are. Because like back when we were doing it, like all the assessment stuff and everything, we're like, you guys need to be filming this. And they're like, no, we're not going to film this. And now you see subsequent seasons, they film that stuff and they filter it in. So we were right, as always. But Hollywood people, the thing you got to understand about them is, in their minds, they're smarter than everybody. They won't listen to the people who are from the audience they want to capture. They won't take our advice. We are the audience they want to capture, and they won't listen to us. But that's just Hollywood people.
Yeah.
Now, the folks at A&E Network were great people. They were awesome. Love them to death. They treated us well. But and I'd do it again.
What about Alan Kay? Would you and Alan Kay go? It would be a comedic show then, I think.
Oh, if they would let me and Alan go together or
no
something,
way. That would be like you can't sit in class together. There's no way they're going to let you do that together.
It would be epic TV to have me and him together. It really, really would. Now, if they would bring us a fifth of whiskey once a week, it would be even better TV. Just saying.
That's
no,
terrible.
gallon of whiskey. We need a gallon of whiskey. I've seen the man drink.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen you both drink. Yeah, I don't know. I think it would be kind of cool, but I would need a buddy. I'd do it with Nicole, I think. If I don't know. I have no idea.
Alone doesn't bother me. It's alone. I'm not afraid of going someplace by myself. I just don't do big dogs, and when those big dogs showed up, that was it for me. I mean, I bit with Alan. Alan was with me. We were at SHOT Show a couple of years ago, and I got bit by a canine there. Mm-hmm. And all those. Yeah. We were at a shoot for I just forgot his name. The guy from Lone Survivor. I just forgot his name. But Marcus Luttrell. We were at a shoot for Marcus Luttrell, and there's all these Rangers and SEALs and Green Berets and all these guys there. When that damn dog bit me, they laughed and howled, and they thought that was the funniest shit in the world. Because I told them it was going to happen, and they didn't believe me. And when it did, to them, it was the funniest thing that ever witnessed.
No, I mean, I know the story about, but you have it. I don't know. Dogs just got it in for you somehow. You must have done something really bad in a past life.
Some do.
I have a buddy, Joshua. Yeah, Joshua Grocott. He sent me a picture, and he calls Henry the Apocalypse Cat. There you go. Henry is the Apocalypse Cat. He's 13 pounds. Big guy. He's 10 years old, and he's always got a motor running. Let's see who else. Samuel says Idaho, that where potatoes are from. Yeah.
Everybody got quiet. They got us scared and stopped talking.
Well, we're just, yeah.
Go ahead, speak up. I'll make fun of you. I promise.
Don't worry. Yeah, there's a lot of Idaho. Did you know this? Idaho has more national forest land than any other state. I had no idea. I just learned this.
Yeah, that's called.
I thought it was cool.
That's called managed timberland.
Yep,
for timber companies. That's all it is. They do it to make money off our public lands. I'm not a big fan of that horse shit because letting timber companies come in and destroy public land. But yet, if we go out there and cut down a tree, they'll put our ass in jail.
It's been an ongoing debate since 1910. I mean, it's been a long debate. My wife Robin says to remember sizes for small women. Oh yeah, never mind.
Got it already.
We already answered that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. I wonder if we max out on comments. Oh, here we go. Now a bunch of them coming.
They just popped in.
It was delayed somehow.
Oh, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, it was delayed. They're pouring in now. Holy shit.
Yeah. Hang on. Ulterior agendas, says Samuel. Not doing Naked and Afraid. Nope. No. Never going to happen. Nobody needs to see that. Let's see. I'd probably, I think Chris and I would argue too much.
Yes, we would. No doubt about that.
I would be like stating facts and he would be telling me you're wrong. It's pretty funny. We'd probably survive that.
You would be. Wrong.
Stop. Whoa, careful there. Let's see. Is it ever hard to release your books at first? Being vulnerable? Yes. It's very hard. I mean, I don't know about Chris. I would say when I first did it, I'm kind of shy. I didn't even go the producer route. I did it, put it up there, and it was trial by fire. I certainly made some mistakes. I think we all do that. Chris, you kind of stated what you put it up on a blog or something.
Yeah, I wrote it on a blog. But then I used a vanity press though to publish the first one, and I paid like $6,000 to have that done. And they didn't do all the stuff they were contractually obligated to do. I produced the cover, which they were supposed to do. I had to get it edited because they didn't edit it, and the editing was still pretty poor. I didn't know what I was doing at the time. So yeah, I've learned a whole lot. Now it's super easy.
It's a learning curve. Yeah.
I can't wait to get them up nowadays. As soon as I'm done writing, that's why I don't have the patience to wait for the audio to get produced so I can release all formats at one time. Because the day I finish and I send it to my editor, that takes about 2 weeks to edit it. As soon as that's finished, I send it to the audio publisher, and then I start the process of publishing it online on Amazon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I wish I could wait the time it takes to get the audio produced, but I'm just not patient enough to do that because everybody's, they're always wanting to read it. So I want to get it out as fast as I can. But someday I'll try to line up releases so that all formats come out at the same time. It would be really cool that way. So
I think we're getting better at it with the way that the paperbacks now with Amazon. I think it's becoming a little bit faster and easier, but it's not there yet totally. So Paul said whiskey should be one of the survival choices. Wouldn't you go with vodka? There's so many more.
No, I'd go with whiskey.
I'm being practical.
No.
This is what would happen if we were paired. I would be, no, it's more practical to have, vodka. Yeah.
Well, Alan's a big fan of vodka. If I was doing Alan, we'd have to have the Russian water with us because he's a big fan of vodka. So.
Yeah. Thank you for that question, Christy. Because I have to filter through some of these. Drinking and trying to start a fire now, that would be good. Is that a question?
I did it in, where the hell were we? Oh, yeah, North Carolina. I did it there. A bunch of us got together, went to North Carolina, and I started the fire there. Drinking.
While drinking. So, okay. Yeah, okay. I've not done that. Prepper camp shenanigans.
That's it. There you go.
I had stuff to do. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Thanks to Nick Meacher for the file. Thank you. Somebody should shoot it to me too, please. But I'm not going to memorize it. I'm going to learn it, I think, maybe, hopefully.
HBO.
I'm reading Chris. Oh, yeah. To hear anything with whiskey beeps would be hard to understand. Yeah, that would be funny. My dogs like him. Samuel? He likes... your dogs like Chris. Cool.
Yeah. He had to keep a close eye on them, but yeah, they didn't bite me. I'll admit that. But I was eyeballing them because they're freaking huge and loud. So.
What kind are they?
Big kind. Big, loud kind.
Big dog. Yeah. I was attacked by a dog when I was a kid, so I get it. It's tough. I can't imagine being around a pack of wolves, though. I don't know. They're beautiful animals, but
I would have shat
I've studied
myself.
enough.
I would have shat myself, but I was afraid they'd smell it and come to see what it was. So.
Mm-hmm. So how is progress going on book 10? How far are you?
I'm not done. That's all you get.
Yep. 20%? This is what my fans do. Did they do this to you? They'll be like, so what percentage are you done with your current manuscript? And I'm like,
no, they gave up on that shit a long time ago because they realized I'll either lie to them or I won't tell them.
See, I'm too nice, apparently. Far too nice. Okay, we're stalled on questions again. How long have we been on?
Yeah, I've never been accused of that. An hour.
Wow, we should end then. Oh, okay, so I always have to do this. So how can you guys help us as authors? We need your help. So last week it was go to bookbub.com and follow your favorite authors. And I forgot the simple thing on Amazon. You can actually need to do this. Are you loading a clip? That sounds like you loading a clip.
I'm not shooting an infield right.
I screwed up. Magazine.
Yeah. Live.
Gotcha.
Live.
I know, bad girl. And I know the difference, for God's sake.
No, I'm just playing.
Okay, so please go to Amazon and just look up your authors. Look up A. American, look up A.R. Shaw, and just follow us. There's a little link underneath the picture so that every time there's a new release, you guys get an email and it helps us. So that's one cool thing you can do to help. You got any ideas, Chris? Other than leave reviews? We know they hate that. And I get it.
Buy books. Buy
books.
If it comes out in print, buy it. If it comes out in audio, buy it. If it comes out in ebook, buy it. That's the best way you can help.
Yeah. So did you like this interview? You guys are good with this?
Oh yeah.
I think on my next I don't think I have anybody lined up for Wednesday yet. It should happen. Thank you, Nick. I just saw your message. And but after that is Nicholas Sansbury Smith, and he's got some major news too. He's got a lot of really cool things coming up.
Yeah,
all right,
he does.
thank you, Chris.
Walt's working with him. Walt's doing stuff with him too. So
yeah,
they got something coming up together as well.
Cool. That's awesome. I didn't know that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm reading his Helldivers series. I think I read it a while back, but I'm rereading it because there's a lot going on with that series. So read it.
Helldivers.
And bring your questions for Nick. Helldivers, yeah.
Is that the one set on Mars or some craziness?
No, I don't think so.
There's
I don't know
another
for
one
sure.
called
Helldivers.
So. Or no, I'm sorry, the book wasn't called Helldivers. It had people in it called Helldivers. Yeah, I'm sorry, wrong book.
Okay, yeah. Nick Smith, Nicholas Sansbury Smith, Helldivers is next. But please buy Chris A. American's new book. Please buy my books. Oh, actually, my entire bundle, Graham's Resolution bundle, starts tomorrow. It will be on sale. Typically $9.99. It'll be $4.99. You get the first 4 books. You can't beat that. So please go and purchase Graham's Resolution bundle. Anything else? You want to plug anything or anybody?
No, I'll remember as soon as we get done. But no, I think that's it for now.
You can always comment later. If you want to on there. Mm-hmm. Thank you, guys. Thanks everybody who chimed in. You guys are awesome. Perfect. Okay. Have a good evening, Chris.
Next time. See ya.
Bye.